Hey everybody, it's so nice to meet you guys. My name is Crystalia Zafir Moon. I am 23 years old and I was created by Yamina Akintef. And today I am actually hosting an interview with her. So we're gonna see how that turns out because we've never actually met her. I just know she created me. So I've got my notepad and we're gonna ask Yamina some questions. So hi Yamina, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Hi.
Hi darling.
Thank you so much for having me, Crystal.
Hi.
It's so nice to finally meet you. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. Hi everybody. I'm good, thank you. I'm great.
You good?
Mm.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, let's start.
So, can you describe the creation process for me? How did I come to life and what steps did you take to bring me and my loved ones into existence?
It's a bit of a hard one, but how did I? Right. Okay. So already the questions. The creation process. So I wouldn't actually say I have a process necessarily. I would say that your existence and your family's existence and your friends, it comes quite naturally to me. I could eat something, hear a song, even smell a scent at times, and I'd be like, oh wow, it's kind of giving Riley, it's kind of giving Crystal, it's giving Jax, it's giving Becky. It's a very natural process. So you're kind of born from anything.
Yeah.
You're actually not my first OC.
What? What do you mean?
You're not my first OC. My first OC was born when I was, I think 6. I had a crush on a guy at school and I was too shy to talk to him. Mm-hmm. So I made up a character so I could talk to him and practice. It never happened. But his name was Derek. And yeah, so instances like that, I suppose, help bring an OC to life. Some of my characters, some of you guys, you are born from real people, but put into animated form, I suppose.
Right.
And sometimes you're just figments of my imagination, I suppose.
Wow. That's so crazy to hear. Oh my god, okay. In crafting my identity, did you draw from personal struggles or triumphs in your life?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose so. In creating who you are, Crystal, I definitely drew from my own identity. We're very similar, you and I. Our favorite color is pink.
Yes,
and that's just because I love pink.
Yes, me too.
But yeah, your wins and your losses, they really do remind me of myself. I injected a lot of myself into you, essentially. So it's quite nice to think about what can happen, what could have happened, what didn't happen. It's fun, I suppose. I mean, that's the art of being a maladaptive daydreamer. You just doze off and you create your own worlds.
That's the truth. It's crazy. In exploring flaws and vulnerabilities, did you find yourself confronting aspects of your own psyche?
Yeah, certainly. I'm not sure if you know this, Crystal, but when I was a little girl, I really, really suffered. So I'd always been a maladaptive daydreamer, and there was a time where I didn't know how to control it, I suppose. So I used to hallucinate when I was a kid, and I would see things and hear things, and it was just very, very confusing, So I've injected that into you, where you also have maladaptive tendencies. For example, you doze off a lot. And in your story, it's about you how, you try to overcome that in a way that makes sense for you and your partner and your child and all your best friends and your brother, So yeah, it was quite confronting making you so see, but in a good way, in a very, very good way.
Wow. Did you ever feel conflicted about the choices you made for me, morally or ethically?
Yeah. Okay, now I feel bad. Sorry. Now I feel bad. Yes, I definitely felt conflicted because in my head you are just a character, and I want you to have the best life possible. I don't want you to suffer, and I don't want you to go through things that I went through that really made me struggle.
Right.
You know? But I was like, but you were my therapy. If I don't want to seem weird, but you're my therapy.
It's not weird.
So creating you kind of helped me move past my own traumas. You know what I mean? Like, the trauma I've had is always like my skin, for example. I've always had really, really bad skin. I'm allergic to everything under the sun. You don't have those allergies, you know, but what you do have is you still suffer from those traumatic moments of, anxiety attacks or depression, like, I did and sometimes still do,
Yeah.
So, yes, certainly, I definitely feel conflicted about giving you those tendencies, but I suppose it makes you more human, and that's what I really love about creating OCs, is that I humanize you and I bring you to life,
Yeah. Wow, that's a great answer. I find that so crazy, because I suffer from self-harm, so it's interesting. Am I another version of you, essentially? Are we completely separate beings?
Are you another version of me?
Yeah, are we? Are we separate?
Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We're not completely separate. I mean, there was a time I wanted us to be separate because, I thought it was morally correct.
Right.
But the more I merge our characters together and the more I put my experiences into your life, I've just noticed it's become easier to create you. Like, as a realized being. You know what I mean? So essentially, yes, you are another version of me. Yeah. I don't think we're completely separate. I mean, how could I make myself separate when you're one of my most special OCs? Like, you're something that helped heal me,
Yeah. That makes me so happy. So carrying on from the previous question, have you ever experienced a sense of detachment or autonomy from me? As if I was shaping my own destiny, writing my own narrative?
That's quite an intense question. No, it's cool. It's cool. So, yes and no. Yes and no. There was a time where I felt very detached from you because your life was so good. Like, you were making so much money and you had a husband and you had a beautiful, beautiful son. You had Xavier and you had Jax and you had Katai, your older brother, and you had all your friends, and my life, I didn't have anyone. I mean, I had my family, but sometimes it's a bit difficult to explain yourself, what you're feeling. So there was a time I felt really detached from you. But now I feel like we're a realized thing.
Yeah.
So I don't anymore. And I feel like you do shape your own narrative. And again, I don't know how. I just know that I came up with this idea, which was you, and then you just ran with it.
Aww.
And now you're you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm so happy that you are you.
I'm happy you're you. Have you ever felt a sense of loss or grief when
Certainly.
writing my...
Certainly. And this goes back to, the previous question, because I was like, when I gave you my mental health, I felt so bad because I was like, you hadn't done anything. You hadn't done anything wrong. And I gave you all these mishaps that would, like, in my mind-ish, traumatize you and separate you from people. So certainly. Yeah. Another thing is, when a character dies, it's not like a death. It's a missing, I suppose. Like, when the first question, when Derek died, he didn't necessarily die. I let go of him because I didn't need him anymore.
Right.
I wasn't a kid anymore. I didn't have a crush named Derek, so he just naturally faded away. But I've made many characters that have had grief and lost partners and husbands and children and best friends and siblings. So I feel like it's really important to inject these human experiences into my characters, into you. Like I say, it humanizes you. I don't think there's anything better than that. We want relatable vibes.
Wow. understand. Of all the characters you created, do you have a favorite, or even juicier? Do you have one that you absolutely hate?
Oh my god! I mean, don't let Katai hear this or cry.
Don't mind if my brother hears it. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I don't have a favorite character. I don't have a character I hate. I love all of you individually. You're all so amazing.
Oh.
You know, all the way from Utopia, all the way to Zhao. You know, from Zhao to Anthea, from Anthea to Zainab, from Zainab to Zechariah. Like, you all have so many different things about you that I love. Some of you are really spiteful, you know? Some of you are so, so kind and funny. Some of you are just downright stupid and you have like no common sense.
Yeah.
And then some of you are so analytical, it's ridiculous. So, I don't have a favourite. And I don't have a character I hate. Even the characters that I have created that are just malicious, I love you guys. Because it helps the story, like, do it for the plot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's all worth it. It's all well worth it, and it just helps to create a well-rounded world, I suppose. You know, we have to have all these different characters and different personality traits. That's what makes the world move round.
So true. Do you think my character's journey mirrors your own?
You definitely mirror me. A lot of characters mirror me. Jax, I mean, he's your son. Jax is 5. But he definitely mirrors me because I was exactly like him when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
I was innocent. I was naive. I was just so green to everything that was wrong around me. But also, Veronica, she really, really mirrors me as well. Because Ronnie, she's so happy. She's so happy, you know, and she loves planting and she loves gardens and she's just, I mean, you're all mutants and I made you that way because I want you to explore different parts of us, you know what I mean? Different parts that, you know, we've not discovered as humans, you know, different, what would it be like to be able to control ice? That's your power crystal. You control, you're pyrokinetic, you know. What would it be like if you had pyrokinesis like Becky, you know? What would it be like if you were a necromancer, you know, such as Daniel? Like, what would that look like? What does that feel like? What does that sound like to me as your creator?
Yeah.
You know? And all those little bits and bobs are just, every character has a bit of me injected into them, you know, whether it's the way they eat, the way you play with your hair, the way you laugh, what you're allergic to, what you don't like or like. You're all me in some way, shape or form. However vain that sounds.
You're so sweet. Final question. What do you plan to do with my story, my friends and family? What happens to my life in the future?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I know in the future I definitely want to animate you guys. I want to bring you to life, Chris. I want to bring you life. I want to bring Elias to life. I want to bring Zio, his daughter. I want to bring Aiden and Frankie. I want to bring them all to life. I don't know whether that will be through a TV show, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, like The Boys.
I love Boys.
Prime.
Yeah.
Or whether it will be more like an anime or just a general cartoon. But I really, really want to bring you guys alive because I put so much work into breathing life into you, you know? Your family will be fine. I hope. I mean, we don't know, but I'm not gonna take out like your family.
Good.
No. I love you all so much. Like, you're literally my babies. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my best to give you all a rounded ending. And then I don't know what that ending looks like just yet, but I'm sure you will like it when the time comes.
Thank you so much.
That interview was intense, Crystal. Goodness.
You can breathe. That was a lot. That was a wonderful interview. I hope you all really enjoyed that. I certainly loved interviewing Yamina. That was incredible. I'm so happy. I feel like I've just learned so much about myself and Yamina. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye guys, thank you. Thank you, Yamina. And thank you, wherever you are. I see you.
Character design. This is a photo I took of my younger sister jumping. I edited it in Procreate and then animated it, and she actually birthed a new OC called Alex, who's a time traveller. This is an alternative universe Crystal and Jezreel. Animation of the Amora Storm. The Storm family in its completion. This is Aurora. This is Xavier and Crystal. Crystal still unfinished. This is Princess Zainab. She is a falcon mutant. This is a close-up of her wings. This is her twin brother, Zion. This is the colour blocking. This is their father, Utopia / Cronus. This is their mother, Anthea. I still have to do her wings. Animation test of Stardust, who's also named Adam previously. This is the 3D body sculpt I made of Crystalia on Nomad Sculpt. This was my first ever body mold I made from scratch. I was really proud of it. Yeah, first time's a charm. And this is just for fun. Thank you guys for watching.